My evil curse fills my mutation. And precious Calico falls to damnation.
This is my fourth visit here this week. Yes, 4 times, and I do not live near here, but there was a lot going on. So Thursday we got a full preview of what's to come for Scary Farm 50, including the Legacy store behind me. So when we get in the park, we'll tell you about the Legacy store. We did a full video on it and a full video on all the creepy foods coming to Scary Farm, including rabbit, turtle, what else? Elk, and a bunch of crazy things. So we'll let you know. So let's go inside. Our first ride update is here at Ghostrider, which is closed. It was closed last weekend, but it was open for the Scary Farm Secrets Revealed event on Thursday, but we were told it's going to be down all day, so I think it's down for its annual refurbishment until Scary Farm starts. So we were here Thursday for the full presentation of what's coming for the 50th Knott Scary Farm, all the mazes, the shows, the scare zones. We got a preview of that Legacy store, so we'll show you that. So right behind these gates here are 4 returning mazes. We'll have Waxworks, The Depths, Dark Entities, and then Bloodline, which was new last year. So right behind that gate there. So if you come in for pre-scare buffet, if you do it in the park, you get in, depending on the time that you select, anywhere between 4:30 to 6 or the dinner times. At 6:30, those gates open up, and then you can access those first 4 mazes before the public comes in on the other side. And usually between about 5:30 or 6 to 7 o'clock, Ghostrider is open to ride, so you can get Ghostrider and the 4 mazes done theoretically before the park opens at 7 for the rope drop over there in front of Little Spurs. One of the updates we got is Spurs is obviously changing into Mrs. Murphy's, which we've told you before, but it will be open for pre-scare buffet. There are only 2 weekends left of Ghost Town Alive, so if you want to celebrate Founders Day, you better do it quick. So during the Scary Farm Secrets Revealed event the other night, they had monsters out here in Ghost Town, on Ghost Town streets, and it was weird being here with the fog, the lights, and the Founders Day banner up. It's the only time that'll ever happen. The first returning scare zone is the classic and the original Ghost Town streets. Let's head over to Camp Snoopy, which is a new scare zone, a new returning scare zone this year, and we'll tell you about the maze that's going in over there by the Camp Snoopy Theater. We were hoping to find out the other night what this is. It is a glass house structure with some looks like lampposts out front. It may be for Forsaken Lake, so this is the returning scare zone. Starts here near Camp Snoopy, goes all the way back along Mission Trail over into Fiesta Village. But this is something new, so I guess we're going to have to wait and find out what this is. And during Forsaken Lake, there is a funeral procession that is not on any of the scheduled maps or showtimes. So you can ask an associate when that's going to happen. It's really fun to watch. We've put that up in years past. Make sure you check that out. The announcement came through the other night, and I kind of guessed it. This would be some sort of legacy maze. And it is going to be the Chilling Chambers. The first walk-through haunted attraction here at Knott Scary Farm in 1977 was the 10 Chilling Chambers. So this will be an updated, modern version of that, paying homage to 50 years of Knott Scary Farm. And here at Camp Snoopy, the Scare Zone is going to be a returning favorite from years past. It will be the Gauntlet. Of course, most recently it was the Hollow. So the Gauntlet is returning along with a brand new maze here. The Grand Sierra Scenic Railroad is closed today. Found our first fog machine here in Camp Snoopy next to the Grand Sierra Scenic Railroad. Right now in Camp Snoopy we have Grand Sierra Scenic Railroad closed. We have Woodstock's Airmail under refurbishment. Then we had the 2 rides over here removed, the Camp Bus and the Timberline Twister. But I believe everything else is open. No movement here at Montezuma, still closed. I know every week I call it Jaguar. I don't know why. I know the difference, but whatever reason I'm thinking Jaguar. Montezuma, no work. But we're going to go on Jaguar now, see if we can peek into that little glass house over there in Forsaken Lake. By the way, we love the music over here in Fiesta Village. La Revoluccion, still closed. No open date for reopening. Soul Spin is still closed as well. We went to just get on Jaguar and it's not open. It looks like it's testing. There it goes, but it is not open for riders. Nothing announced here in Fiesta Village for Scary Farm. No Scare Zone this year, but we'll see if there's any kind of DJ or live entertainment. But nothing was said during the presentation, and there's nothing on the website. We were just walking past a guest here in Fiesta Village that just said Bob Barker passed away. So I just looked it up. That is correct. 99 years old. Only a few more days to enjoy this area here in Fiesta Village, Avenida de Sabor. It will be Forsaken Lake here in just a few weeks. On Thursday, we got a full preview of all the foods coming for Spooky Farm and Scary Farm, including 3 new funnel cakes. Wolf was very excited to show us those funnel cakes. There's going to be the Cereal Killer, a funnel cake with cereal, all sorts of cereal. The Cinema Slasher, which has all sorts of movie theater candy on it. And then Ginger Snap, a Ginger Snap flavored funnel cake. Because, you know, we snapped Ginger's neck in the movie. We are back inside the Scary Farm Legacy Store. The Legacy Store is located in the marketplace. Repeat that, the marketplace outside of the park, next to the candy shop. Admission is free during regular park hours, and the hours of the shop should mirror those of the marketplace. During normal park hours, the entrance is on the outside through that side door. We'll show you where that is. Now, during Scary Farm hours, it'll be admission only through a back door backstage near Waxworks. So free to enter in the Emporium, in the marketplace. You can come in without a ticket during regular park hours. If you have a Scary Farm ticket or pass, that's the only way to enter during Scary Farm through the backstage area. During Scary Farm hours, you will enter through that door, which is a little courtyard that exits right near the Waxworks entrance. So cool in here. Then when you leave, you'll actually go out this cobweb-filled tunnel back out to the backstage area. There you go with the big spider, right near Waxworks. But during the day, if you're shopping, you come in and out right that front door or the side door of the Emporium where the grass and the little fountain is right next to Ghostrider. I've already spent about $300 in here, so we need to cut it off. One of the coolest items we found so far, in addition to that lounge fly bag, and I actually bought one. I'm not going to carry it, but I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. These are lounge fly branded. They say lounge fly on the back. 50th lanyard holders. Isn't that cool? And it's got the little rubber K on it, the scary K. They're $9.99, currently available at the Legacy Store. Our weekly Ghost Town Grill visit, it is about 90 degrees today with 98% humidity, and I got sausage soup. But we also got cool poblano chicken lettuce wraps. So we're here with Gabe from Theme Park Duo, and each year Gabe has an art piece in the Into the Fog Scary Farm Art Show. And in the past you've had some cards. Let me stand up because the bushes are in the way here. All right.
I'm a sweaty mess, dude. It's so
I know, it's
hot
hot.
out
I know it is.
I was in the middle of like Boot Hill and there's no shade.
I know, it's like really...
Sweat up a storm, but it was worth it. I got good pictures of the art,
So you've done cards in the past, right? Playing cards?
Yeah, so the first year I did the art show,
Actually,
I did a painting of death.
I'm going to come back down. There we go.
I'm behind the planter. It makes it more difficult. I'm framed very nicely between the flowers.
The flowers, look at that.
So the first year I did a painting of death, and then the subsequent years I did tarot cards with different Ghost Town characters on them. So the first year I did Death, second year I did The Bride, and then third year I did Billy and Lucy.
Very cool.
So,
and I have them all. We bought them each year.
Thank you very much.
Always like to support our art, especially when they're friends of ours. So make sure.
Thank you.
The Into the Fog show will open probably the first day of Scary Farm.
September 8th, actually.
Oh, September 8th,
So
and it's
way early.
The factory store underneath Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
So
And
September
I'm actually dropping off my artwork today.
Let's take a look at it. You'll see it here
it's
first.
Uncle Willie's Barbecue. So it's a menu for Uncle Willie's Barbecue, but the main piece is lenticular, so it's 2 different ones. So that's the regular version, and here's the bloodied version. So lots of fun little details and nods to the maze. So I made sure to go through old maze videos and pulled stuff from, like, artwork from the mazes and put it onto the menus so that at least it's like little Easter eggs. So my favorite thing that I pulled from the maze is their tagline, which says, "If you love people, serve them right," which I think is hysterical. So, and then the main piece, like I said, is lenticular, and it's this framed one, and it changes when you look at it. Oh, that looks nice on your camera,
cool.
actually.
That's really. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, so it changes from a cow in the background to like a chopped up dude. So yeah, this is
Oh,
the
I
main
didn't see.
piece.
Do that again. I was looking at the hands. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I see Uncle Willie.
So you see changes on there. So Lady Fingers turns to just fingers. Cornbread turns to torn head. Lots of little things. Baby back ribs turns to baby ribs. So lots of fun little details in there. So this is the main piece that is going to be there, but the prints are going to be $15.
So you can purchase that if you want it, right?
Yes,
So-
you can purchase this, but the prints are far more affordable.
And usually all the individual original pieces sell really quick, usually the first day. So if you like that, get in there September 8th. And you didn't say what maze. I know what maze it is, but...
Slaughterhouse, of course.
It was in Camp Snoopy, the old pumpkin eater location.
Exactly.
This year it'll be the Chilling Chamber, so...
I'm going to go turn it in.
Today is a michelada type of day, so let's try this. We learned the other night that the Calico Candy Mountain Ride overlay will be coming back to the Calico Mine Ride. And over at the Timber Mountain Log Ride, will be the Halloween Hootenanny with original music by Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies. And the music from Slash from the Monsters house at Universal sounds eerily familiar. And Crazy Kirk did it first. Listen to both and tell me what you think. We spoke with Gabe earlier. He showed us the artwork for the Into the Fog art show, so this will be the location. The artwork's usually on these walls back here. We're in the factory store, which is the exit to the Berry Tales ride. So there have been several murders here at the Blind Tiger, and it's all tied back to a new drink called the Devil's Elixir that has been inflicting memory lane. And they've traced it back, the origins of the Devil's Elixir, to a hotel across the street called the Argive. Brand new maze this year at Scary Farm in the arcade underneath Berry Tales, room 13. And for the first time, you'll be able to purchase the Devil's Elixir here at Knott's. No, that's Coke. That's not Devil's Elixir. So we know the exit to the maze is here in the arcade, but we think the entrance is going to be back on the railroad tracks due to some queue lines and some lighting that we've noticed set up out there. So we'll see. The card machine is malfunctioned. I hope this doesn't go through on my credit card. The game cards inside the arcade have a Scary Farm 50 exclusive logo on them. There you go. Time for an Xcelerator update. It had been testing the last few weeks, but it is still not open yet. We do not have an open date. Hoping for Scary Farm. We have not seen it test today, so we're not sure. But in terms of Scary Farm, the Clowns of the Boardwalk will be back for Carnival, and right behind Xcelerator, the returning maze, Mesmer. Here inside the Boardwalk Ballroom, which was the former location of Dark Ride, is a brand new maze called Cinema Slasher. Will you survive the slasher's revenge as you hop from horror film to horror film? I actually can't wait for this one. This one sounds really cool. And they have some really neat merch out in the Legacy store, a branded popcorn bucket with popcorn inside. Here on the Calico main stage, the returning show from last year, Carnival du Grotesque, will be back with a variety of carnival acts, music, dancing. Inside the Walter Knott Theater will be a brand new show called Music, Monsters, and Mayhem, celebrating 50 years of terror here at Knott's Berry Farm, plus two other shows. One over at the Birdcage, we'll tell you about it there, and one at the Wagon Camp. You're going to want to hear what that is. Here at the Wilderness Dance Hall, returning Maze Origins, one of my favorites. We actually got a lights-on tour of it the other night, and I was actually blown away by how much detail is in there, even with the lights on. Because you think, oh, maybe they'll just throw things together, you won't notice with the lights out. No, it is like quality enough that you could walk through it during the day. Hey, there's a good idea. Maybe like a walkthrough for a spooky farm. That'd be kind of cool. But we got a tour of some of the other mazes last year for the Beyond the Fog tour, and you would not believe the quality and effort that goes into these, even with the lights on. Now, across the way over at Mystery Lodge, returning maze from last year, the Grimoire will be back. We've got two more things to show you, two shows. Let's head on over to the Birdcage. I heard somebody yelling my name, but I don't know who it is. Here at the Birdcage Theater, you have just 2 weekends left to see Miss Cameo Kate's Burley Q review. Great show. We put up the whole show from opening weekend, so if you didn't get a chance to see it, check that out. But starting during Scary Farm, Dr. Cleaver returns. So you can see Dr. Cleaver here again in the Birdcage. That one announcement everyone has been waiting for, that is right, the Hanging Uncanceled is coming back. It'll be here this time, though, in the Wagon Camp, as the Carnival du Grotesque is on the main stage. It'll be performed multiple times per night, and it's supposed to be wild and crazy as ever. So definitely check out the Hanging here in the Wagon Camp, coming for Scary Farm 50 2023. So pretty soon this will all be transformed into a grand entrance for the 50th Scary Farm, and the concept artwork we've seen is amazing. We're inside the Knott's Hotel. It looks like they've taken down the wall by the new check-in area. It looks really nice. The floor, I think it's tile made to look like old school wood, and the desks are fantastic. There's a lot of detail in the ceiling, and then we're looking straight at where the glass doors that go out to the drop-off area where the concierge usually is. The numbers have been added. Last time we were here, those were just paper. We're going to wrap this video up here outside of the Knott's Berry Farm Hotel, where work continues on the outside. What they've done so far, from what we've seen, the rooms, everything is absolutely beautiful. So thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not subscribed, for updates from Knott's and all the Halloween events across Southern California. If you're not following us on social media, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, Shorts, wherever, whatever. We're not on WhatsApp. Who has WhatsApp? Nobody. We'll see you later.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Randy. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.